We are back with the Fox News Alert. A massive manhunt in London at this hour after a homemade bomb in a bucket exploded on a packed subway car at the height of rush hour.
And we've just learned at least 22 people are now in the hospital with flash burns. Hundreds evacuated from the tube station. Witnesses claim that it was like a stampede to get out of that train.
And that's where a lot of people got hurt. Police say this flaming bucket is an improvised explosive device. That, according to Sky News. And according to Sky News, it had a timer and did not fully detonate. Now, what that means to us as laymen is not much. What about to an expert, former bomb removal specialist for the U.S. Air Force, Dr. James Mitchell? Dr. Mitchell, we know a little bit more than we did last hour when we spoke to you. Now that we told you what we just did, what do you make of it? How much experience do you need to have to make something like that?
Well, to make a good one, you need to have a fair amount of experience, or at least some sort of plans that have worked in the past. The point of the timer, of course, is so that the person placing the device can get away. And what I would be interested in is, if I were doing the investigation, is what's the rest of the bomb look like? It sounds like it had a low-order detonation or a partial detonation that created those flash burns. I would want to know what's the accelerant, what's the explosive material on the inside, how was that thing set up? Because it leaves a signature, right? Bomb makers have signatures. If I made bombs, I had classes in how to make improvised bombs. If I started making bombs, there would be a signature, my signature for how the bombs were made, because I would use the same techniques over and over. I'd be checking the intel, and I'd be looking at those internal parts.
Sure. Dr. Mitchell, do we know of any instances in recent terror attacks where people have done something like this, put it in a bucket, used a timer, walked off a train?
I don't know if they put them in buckets and used timers and walked off trains. They like the idea of cell phone and computer, but depending on cell phone connectivity in the tube, for example, you might want to use a timer, because if you can't get cell phone signal, you can't set your bomb off. But you can set your timer and leave.
Look, you've got lives that will be changed forever. People suffering with facial burns, up to 18, are in the hospital being treated. But it could have been far worse. I mean, we heard from reporters on the ground there that this happened above ground. It could have happened below ground. The bomb was not detonated the way that it could have. We have the president tweeting about it this morning, saying that we need to be more proactive. We've got to be nasty. What did you make of those comments?
I think he's right. You know, unfortunately, it's not the politically correct thing to say, but these folks are intending to destroy our way of life.